Everybody, and welcome to ESO Daily. I'm your host, Mr. Craven. All right, so we still got the event going on. I almost got another tune leveled. I actually got through City of Ash yesterday. Was looking for the neck of Burning Spell Weave. Didn't get it, so I still got to get that neck for the DK. The other DK I leveled. So it's just, it's, RNG. Just, it is what it is. But today I want to take the time to get you guys to think from a developer's perspective, and especially when it comes to Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I'm really happy with how things are progressing with the community. That includes, content creators, players, and it's becoming a lot more healthier in the way to perceive how to make players' builds more viable and more giving them the option that's always been present. And the one thing that I really like you guys to take a look at when you're taking a look at gear is how is the developers conceiving the sets, Morning Mustang, conceiving the sets when they're putting it into conception. And so when you bump across the set, I don't want you to think to yourself, oh my God, what the fuck is this? What I want you to think about is, what were the developers thinking? Not in a bad way. Like, what was their thoughts by implementing a set like this? Now, there are some sets, now I'm not arguing, that are kind of like, okay, like hybrid sets. I've tried hybrid builds many times. They have some functionality, especially when you're talking about like utilization for utility. So even if you're a Steam player and you need a little bit of magicka, in PvP, for an extra cast or two for a utility, it does have its functions. So I kind of understand that, why the developers put it in the game. It gives us more flexibility towards our builds. And that's what's really nice about this game, right, guys? It really lends itself to us. It really gives us an opportunity to take what's lying around and put it to use. That's the way I look at it. So anytime I see something, I'm always taking a look at how can I use this set to my advantage? And what type of build can I use for it? And one viewer or one subscriber had asked me, how do you guys come up with these builds? And I'm like, well, first off, I'm not a theory crafter. I'm a class builder. Morning, Robert. And the one reason I say that is because, ICP, nice. I might have to actually get on my PS4 and do this today. And so I always tell people, man, developers are humans, but when they put in stuff, they're always going to have to make adjustments, right? Tweaks to your sets, tweaks to your class abilities. That's a developer's job, right? It's never going to be perfect. They're always going to have to make adjustments. It kind of keeps them employed. Because think about this, man. If everything was working as intended 100% of the time and everything just went smooth and it didn't take time and they could just put it in, what's the point of actually having you employed every day for 365 days a year? It becomes a better question. So from a developer standpoint, they're always having to do tests. They're always having to come up with new sets. They're always having to think, how can we make a set either for PvP, PvP, solo, and so on and so forth. And that's the one thing I'm always taking a look at. Like some of Morning Lewis, one of the sets that was really cool, and I'll make an example out of this, is I believe it's an axe. All right, here, Sithis set. Okay, so Sithis is a really good set, when we got that. Because, it gives health, crit, spell crit, and Blade of Woe. But it only applies to that content, right? So When you use the Blade of Woe, you gain Major Berserk for 20 seconds, increasing your damage done by 25%. So you go ahead, boom, Blade of Woe, and then you could just go like ape shit, right? And it was a fun set. Is it practical in every application? No. Was it fun to use during those quest lines? Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. That's exactly what that set was meant for. And every set to me like that. Now, there are certain sets that I believe have better potential, like Essence Thief. Essence Thief, in its current state, it has a problem because you have to chase down you literally have to chase down sometimes that thing. It'll come to you, but if you move, there it went. You know, you don't get that buff, which is sad. I feel like it should just apply. You know, instead of it coming back on the ground, and I literally have to stand on this little circle to get it. So it's kind of to me like that set is a great set in all of its stats and what it does, but its effect is less effective. So it's like, I understand why the devs put it in there though. And I get it. So I always tell people, start thinking like a dev, man. When they come out with new things, think of it in that aspect. Think to yourself, what are the devs thinking and how can I apply this? And if you do that, you'll have a lot more options towards your builds. Because here's the thing, at the end game of this game, right, if you let that define your progression or your gameplay, it's going to become stagnant. It's going to become boring, right? You're going to be like, oh my God, I already have all of my gold trial sets. What else is there to do for me? I'm so bored. You have hundreds of sets. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. I'm hoping that everybody's over 6, man. I'm praying for this. This would be badass. I love this dungeon. Usually pugs can be kind of like, la 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 la. We all know what pug life's like, guys. Damn it! Well, at least everybody's over-recommended. I have to come in at the last minute. Fuck. Oh, no. Well, that's kind of a good thing. They're on the flesh sculptor. Watch them trying to chase down the balls and stuff. We don't even do that mechanic like that anymore. We're like, fuck that. Don't mind me. Coming through. Me and my boys, man, we love this dungeon. We had to take somebody in one time. Was a tank, and he's like, I've never done this. And we're like, you don't say. Kept dying on donuts. It was like, no. Watch. We're like, you can't block that. Boof, dead. On the meteor. Very bad. Only one way from 1,000 subs. I am Todd. I noticed this morning when I logged in. Just making sure. Mile marker ahead. It is. It is. I can't believe it. Like, I'm actually shocked. I'm happy. I'm like really happy and I'm shocked at the same time. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it, man. Like for me, it was kind of like I get thousands of views. Like I'm like #1 on a lot of my like a lot of builds that I come out with. So I always take it with like a grain of salt. Like I always get views. It's like if you put in healer builds, like a lot of builds I'm #1 on the search engines for this game. So it is what it is. Tank's a little why, thank you. You are most welcome. Oh. Dude, check. Warden tank. All you have to do is debuff them, let them stack, let the tank get them. Oh my God! Just AoE! Just AoE! That's all you have to do! Just AoE the damn thing, you'll be fine. Don't run around like chickens, just stay stacked. Don't even worry about the fucking shit. That thing... Ugh. I can't tell who's doing what. That's all you have to do. You don't have to keep chasing it. Don't even worry about him now. She's on the last phase. Just burn her. Shit. That's my fault. At least we got it. I should have threw the heal before I threw. Oh my God! Is this real? Yeah, you gotta be smarter than Flashlight. Look at this! The Divine Robe! And I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna fucking cry! I love that set. I have 4 full sets of that on PS. 4 full fucking sets. That was my shit. Yep, so it's prison today. ICP! Not Insane Clown Posse either. I loved Scathing Mage. It was everything for me. That set was. That set was everything to me at one time. It was my pride and joy. Yeah. Love them. I love them. Woo! Let's go. Always stay back here just in case you don't want to get knocked off. Now notice I always redirect my refreshing path right back at my party members. So I'll move around once, get around, hit my rotation, then redirect it.
Eviscerate them.
Eviscerate them. Oh shit! No, 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 no! Get him off! Hey, get him off! I'm one out! Ow! Get the fleshy! Get the fleshy! Woo! Let's do it!
There is no escape from this place.
Love these guys. Does anybody know if the first boss counts towards the quest? I think it's the Flesh Sculptor's the first. Hands. Wait here. Nope, just pull them back.
They mean to escape. Slay them.
Fuck them. Can't go bum rushing in like that, Deeps. Hit my blue balls! Yes! Rock, they need to hit them! They are! This group actually is. These guys are no joke. They're like, I'm going to hit your blue balls, dude. Trust you and me. They know. They're like, yeah, I want my fucking resources. Give me that shit.
The intruders are coming, Lord.
Now, normally I'll throw the barrier first. Allow shit to go down. As soon as the ads start dropping, then I'll start the war horns. On tank, always on the tank. As long as I keep my hots down on my funnel, it'll heal the tank. That's one nice thing. And then throw the barrier as needed.
Rise and fulfill your new purpose.
Supposed to move him back in the middle. Ugh! Fuck it. Can't afford anybody to drop at the moment. Ah! That's what I was afraid of. Get this thing down. Fuck it, man. There's no way we're resin. That fucking CC this thing has is no joke. Yep, fuck that. I will try it if I can. I doubt it. I'll get CC'd before I can get a full res off, see? That's why you don't want them to drop. The CCs are so much in this board. Come on! Oh, the tank rocks! No wipe for us! Woo! Just go in the cage. Everybody stacks in the cage. Don't fight them outside. That's a newbie thing. I always take these. They say it's pork. I don't know, man. The Dagers just got it laying out there. Could be something else. But if they say it's pork, I'll believe them. Oh. Yeah, heavy sack and a backpack. Forgot about these. Backpack. Right here. Damn it. Yep. I'm with these dudes. These are my dudes. Damn Horvers. You just pull them ahead, man. Lay down your AoEs. That's all you have to do. If you're Magicka, throw down the wall, throw down the splash as you're moving. Throw out the caltrops and just keep moving across. It'll kill them. Whenever I see healers use orbs in dungeons, I make it a priority to hit them now because I can hear Mystic yelling at me to hit his balls. You better be hitting balls, man. I love it because everybody wants to complain and be like, oh, well, where's my shards? I'm like, dude, I'm throwing you balls. I'm throwing you giant balls. Hit them. Hit them. They'll do it. It was kind of funny. So, when I was coming up with the Night Blade Healer, and now mind you, I was not the first to do it. PC players, this is a lot more acceptable. Gotta watch hands. Gotta love those fucking hands. My friend, I was like, I don't have utility. This dude heals for a shitload, but I have no utility. And they're like, well, all of us here are Magicka based. I'm like, yeah. He's like, maybe you use mystical orbs for utility because, you know, instead of the healing orbs, you don't have to use heals. You got enough heals, so why don't you use that for a Magicka return? I'm like, oh, snap. That's a great idea. That's great. So we did it. That's how the mystical orb rotation for non-Templars was conceived. It was great. It was great.
What are you doing? Our prisoners would give their lives to leave this place.
Ah! Fucking Horver got me from the rip. Nasty little fuckers, man. I thought I had enough on the path. I think it's a wipe. Yeah, the Horver got me right from the rip. Nope. Just no, take, you know. I get it, you want to turn that bitch, but she won't even aggro until. Damn hands! Now I got Horvers and hands! It's not how we do it. We usually have the tank grab up the Horver. Like, we'll turn Horvers, AoEs, get that all down, and then turn up the Atra when the Horvers, the friggin' the bitch, when that's all done. Please do not stack on me. This pug is too easy. No CP75, no crappy DPS, no tank. Yeah, well, Should look like this, shouldn't it? 1K subs. Did I get it? Did somebody sub? Please stay away from me. Do not be... This is like Ghostbusters. You do not want to cross the streams. My main job is just to keep the tank healed. DPS has to avoid everything. This... Don't move. Great. Thank you, Dwemer. He'll take it after the poison wears off. You don't stack. You can't. You stay separated. Ah! I could kill this. That Horver's going to be an issue for me. And the tank can't res, and I got Horvers everywhere. Oh shit! You have to move away from each other when the Horvers spawn. That's not the issue. Okay. Anybody see this? Yep. You can't stay stacked. You can't. If you stack up...
Your corpses will join with the abomination.
I mean, he's... We got it. I'm in the poison. Yeah, it's a bitch. This one is a bitch. Sheer Venom Arms, man. That might be doable if I'm not running a monster set. I really want... See, and that's another thing when I start thinking about the devs. I'm like, you know, I pay respect. It's like, I wish dots were more effective in PvP, but it's a timing thing, you know? Hopefully, it'll get resolved so I don't get bent out of shape. Like, I understand the devs, you know, have a lot on their plate. I respect the SO daily. Me too, since I play, but streaming every day, holy crap, cool stuff, pretty triggered. Thanks, man. Thanks. Always do the pugs, man. You know, I like to show that I can play with anybody and, you know, well, almost everybody. I'm defined by my role and not perception. Or misconceived perceptions, I should say, at that.